Welcome to Haunted Road Media. I'm author and ghost historian Mike Ricksecker. I'm doing something that's a little bit different today. Everybody knows that I love my coffee and I have my Mike's Morning Mug and all of that. But what I've done here is I have actually chronicled my adventures of this collector's edition, limited edition, whatever, coffee tumbler from Starbucks. It was something that they were selling during the holidays, and if you bought this during the holidays, then throughout January you could get a free brewed coffee or brewed tea. So I actually got this as a gift, which was very nice. And along the way, I decided to go ahead and start doing a video chronicle of my adventures. A little bit silly, maybe, but like I said, people who follow me know that I love my coffee. And instead of dragging out this intro, I will go ahead and let this intro take over from January 8th.
Okay, so the deal with the coffee tumbler here, I've already showed it in a video right after New Year's, but basically got this as a gift for Christmas, and all throughout January I get a free tumbler full of coffee from Starbucks, which I've been doing all week. I've been finding that I keep taking pictures of this in different locations, so I thought what I would do would be to create a sort of adventure video of the coffee tumbler and its different adventures and where we go and things like that. Don't know where this thing's gonna end up and how weird or nutty this may be. I'm about to head down right now and get myself a tumbler full of coffee. So welcome with me on my little adventure. Into Starbucks we go. So the first one that I ever got was the Christmas roast. I've been getting the medium roast, which is the Pike Place, since then, because I only had the Christmas the one time, which was a dark roast. Starbucks kind of tends to do their stuff a little on the strong side, so you know, I kind of sweeten it up a little bit, which is fine. Okay, so we have a couple of different coffee options here. We got of course, there's my mug. This is a Keurig maker. I've used this a couple of times with the pods. It works fine. I'm about the only person here that's ever used it. My friend Eric will steep his coffee in a French press sometimes, and it comes out a little thicker, a little stronger. I've had it a few times. Not bad. And then a hot water maker for the guys that drink tea, and some honey for sweetener, stuff like that. Alright, well, it's a little chillier today. In fact, there's been some ice along the sidewalk and stuff, but we are about to go get our coffee and warm up. Hi, good morning. Well, just behind me is a funny little misspelling. It's right around the Starbucks where I go to, but you see it? George Twan Valet. Funny little things you find around the city. Okay, here's the deal. It's really freaking cold out today, so I'm gonna try to make one trip. I'm gonna get my coffee in a little bit. See, I'm gonna actually pass the Starbucks. That was the Starbucks going around the corner. I'm gonna get a hot sandwich from Taylor's, then come back, get some coffee, and that'll be my lunch. Just, it's cold, so trying to limit my walking today. Headed out for the morning coffee. It's, what is it? Thursday? So this is the nice foyer of the office where I work. It's a, I guess, marble spiral staircase. It's kind of nice. Artwork. Oh, come on now. Sometimes the door doesn't want to work if you wait too long. You're gonna look like a freaking idiot. And we're inside. And then there are those mornings, which I'm the first one here. Oh yeah, by the way, that's a rubber ducky on top of Darth Vader. So, yep, just gonna clean out the mug, go get some coffee, and start my day. So I have a couple options when exiting the building, actually, and hopefully the door will work for me this time. worked. So I can go left. That's over by the metro, which gets pretty busy and filled up. But I like to go to the one that's just on the block, which isn't as busy, and all the people know me there already, which is good. It's about equidistant between the two, but I prefer this one. Just like I said, it's on the same block, and it's not as busy. So that is your Starbucks decision maker in Washington. About 15 degrees this morning. It's a freaking cold one. So yeah, I've met my cold quota for this season. Yeah, I know I spent 3 years in Alaska, but I can't stand the cold, so gotta get me some coffee to heat up and hopefully get out of this quickly, because I can't stand the cold. I really can't. You guys have a dangerous and cold job. Back out into the cold. Get a little breakfast coffee. And yeah, they have a dangerous cold job up there. You gotta hand it to them. They got some cojones for doing that kind of stuff. People are talking about the snow coming, and everybody's preparing for it. So we'll see how it goes, see how much we actually get, different reports, but keep it warm this morning.
It's been very moving.
And so far it appears I'm the only one in the office. It happens sometimes when I'm the first one. Good coffee this morning. Good morning. So this is kind of a morning mug. This is still part of my Starbucks Tumbler Chronicle. So spin it, see, there's the logo. No, I'm not really pitching for them. I just really like this tumbler. It's very cool. So yeah, since I'm working from home today because of the blizzard that is coming, we'll see how much we get. I'm headed out to get some Starbucks coffee this morning. I know it seems a little weird since I have the coffee maker at home, but I want to use the tumbler. I want to use the do the Chronicles. So I only have one choice for Starbucks coffee within about 10 to 12 mile radius, and that's at the local Safeway. The people that work there are nice. They're very nice. Have a lot of great little chit chat and good rapport with them and all that stuff. I don't know what it is about a Starbucks at a Safeway. I don't know if they give them different products to work with. Maybe. I mean, it's all Starbucks coffee. But I know, like, the milks that they use and things like that, or like the milk from the store, it always seems to come out different. And that's not knocking this particular Safeway and the people that work there. It's kind of like anytime I ever get Starbucks from like a Safeway or a Target or things like that, something that's not a standalone store, it always seems to be different. You know, it's a little different flavor, and it's not quite as good. And not everybody's here. And there's a lot of people here right now, I guess, getting ready for the blizzard, which is supposed to start at about noon today. So let me try to not run people over. Go ahead. Yes. Here we go. Get that filled up. Good morning. Welcome to Mike's Morning Mug. This is the blizzard edition of it. Got the shovel.
Coffee mug adventures. Coffee tumbler adventures. So, okay. So we got a good chunk of it cleaned out. I still got to get a lot from behind my car. This is Saturday morning. Was it probably like around 11 o'clock now or something? I don't know. But we've got a path for vehicles to drive down. to the road.
Good morning. There's snow on the ground, and we are headed to another paranormal destination. This is a part of Paranormal Roads. We'll probably have a Ghosts and Legends out of it. Who knows what else we'll end up making out of it. But we are headed toward the Bel Air house in Bel Air, Ohio. So I do have my Starbucks tumbler with me. Now, I have the Chronicle that's going to come out at the end of this month for the tumbler. So the tumbler is going with me on this trip. And so we'll see what adventures the tumbler has as we go along. Okay, so for those that have been following my videos for a while now, you know where I'm at. I'm at the Midway Travel Plaza. I kind of always hit this. It's kind of like a tradition now. I'm going to hit the, I got to use the restroom, but I'm going to hit the Starbucks here and fill up my mug. Gonna get some tea this time. I don't usually get tea, but just for, you know, the throat, and hopefully that'll help. So moving right along. And we are taking the coffee tumbler up to the Starbucks. Going into the Starbucks. Dave and David are already in there.
Road, you got Moundsville Prison down the road.
Yeah.
Right down the road.
What's crazy here is this is essentially showing like the same temperature that we had in the room downstairs.
Yeah.
And it's so much cooler up here.
Yeah, it really is.
When did she do the ritual? That phantom smell was nasty. That was really nasty.
Yeah, that was the shit
Straight up
upstairs.
shit.
It was. It was just.
Because I looked at him, I was like, "Jeez, I thought it was." And then he's like, "Is that you?" I was like, "No, I think me. I thought it was you." And he's like, "No."
Who summoned you?
Spells. Said spells.
Who cast the spells?
Continuing on with the Coffee Tumbler Chronicles. Still going. It's almost the end of the month, so we're almost done with this. Coming back from the investigation last night and checking on Moundsville earlier today. Very, very cool because I hadn't been to Moundsville before. So it's kind of crazy how there's the burial mound right across the street from the prison. Nuts, absolutely nuts. Okay, so now this is fun. Yeah. So yeah, this is really fun. Basically, I was just going to start doing a little video with my Tumbler Chronicle after, because I just got a refill. Here we are in the truck. Oh jeez, there's my mug, and there's my car. Crazy stuff. Well, good morning as we continue to chronicle our coffee tumbler adventure. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, I've been stuck here throughout the night. They are getting it fixed, and they'll have it done later today, which is good. It's going to be a bit costly, a little bit more than what I bargained for. It is the fuel pump, but apparently since it's in, the modules within the gas tank, then it's going to be a bit more costly. I'm not familiar with all that. I'm just familiar with how the car was reacting since I've had an older vehicle do that many years ago. I'm about to check out here in a little bit and just hang out in the lobby, I guess. There's not a whole lot around here. There's like a Sheetz down there. There's a Chinese place to eat at, like some fast food, but I don't know. I did do my collab video with Amber Walter. I recorded that this morning because I need to get that done by tomorrow. So I'm probably just going to hang out in the lobby, drink some coffee because they do have complimentary coffee, and work on getting that video edited. So
I'll pass the time with that and try to catch up with social media. I caught up a little bit with that last night and then got tired and was kind of dozing off at the computer and all that stuff. So it's been I know the beginning of these chronicles started off with a lot of just kind of me going back and forth from work to the Starbucks down at the corner, but now I've gotten to some other weird stuff. Life is an adventure.
Back on the road. Finally, it's about 3 o'clock p.m. They got it done. Yeah, it was the fuel pump. They also took care of the serpentine belt. That was an extra $100 to take care of that. But apparently that was pretty worn down. They wanted to make sure that that didn't snap on my way out. I've had that happen before. Serpentine belt go out. Not fun. Old van that I used to own, not the Chevy Astro van, with that one. So quite an adventure. I got some work done today with the collab video with Amber. So most of it's done, and I will try to adjust this a little bit. I'll get that finished up tonight, get it uploaded probably middle of the night, and just release it tomorrow morning. Eastward bound we are. I'm actually going to stop at the first rest area up here and get some coffee. Oh, and I ought to give the car shop a shout out here, considering how much they helped me out. That's Performance Plus Automotive in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Thanks, guys. You did a lot to help me out, between waiting after hours for me to show up with the tow truck and the vehicle. You haggled down a price on a room for me, which was fantastic. So I got a discount on the hotel rate. Drove me over there since it was several miles away, and you made sure that my car was, fixed and in the shop first thing in the morning. Fantastic service. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, this is it. Back in the city to get one more. Yeah, finally back at work after the delay. So that's all good. Looks like they did a pretty decent job of clearing the snow out here. I actually haven't been back to Washington since the big snowstorm. So yeah, I guess it looks like they did all right. Not too bad. A few piles here and there. Not too cold today either. So still need to warm up though. And that's what we got this for.
All right, so it's a little dark. Let's had some dinner. I've got my coffee in my mug. At a Starbucks I hadn't been to in quite a while, but been a tough day. A lot of different stuff going on, some personal stuff going on. It's sometimes you got to make the harder decisions in life, but yeah, we'll finish out this Tumbler Chronicle tomorrow, and I'll figure out something a little more celebratory in order to do that. But for now, just heading home and gonna have a evening coffee. All right, so here it is. Last one, last day, last freebie. I mean, I'm still going to use the tumbler, but this is the last one that I get on the deal that they had for January. Parking lot is still a bit of a mess. Even though the snow is melting, there's still piles of it, and people are being crazy in the parking lot. So let's go get some coffee.
So here it is on the shores of the lake, where our Starbucks coffee tumbler adventure ends. It's my last mug. Yeah, it was just a ordinary walk into Starbucks, get my coffee, and walk out. Nothing too fantastic, just your everyday going and getting some coffee. Been an interesting month. We've had cold temperatures, blizzards, paranormal experiences, car breakdowns, personal stuff that I have no intention on getting into whatsoever on here. But January is now over. Won't get any more freebies with this, but I will, of course, continue to get my coffee, and my morning mugs will continue. So I want to thank you for joining me throughout this little adventure. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what it may have provided for anybody, but yeah, it was all in good fun. So have a mug on me. Till next time.
Sometimes you hit a rest area along the way that all it was picnic tables and a drop toilet. I don't know why that crossed my mind, but I guess I'm old enough to remember when rest areas along the highway